All right, welcome to another episode of this series on the Stop Scrollin TV, where we show you the artist, the creative behind the scenes. Today's guest, I have Coach Tev, guest Pat Ron. There's some rappers from Dallas, but also a little deeper than just that. For the people who don't know, go ahead and give a little background of who you are as a creative.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm Coach Tev from Irving, Texas. Rapper, slash videographer, you know, on my own production company called Nicely Done.
Nicely Done, okay.
So yeah, I'll be rapping and shooting, filming, man.
So did you start rapping or you start doing film first?
Definitely rapping.
Really?
Yeah, I was rapping. I got some stints when niggas was rapping back in 12 years old, you know what I mean? But like, nothing serious, obviously. But I didn't really start like rapping again until I got to college, probably like 18. Okay. So really I've been rapping since then. So
was there like, since you started at 12 to 18, was there a hiatus?
Yeah, I'm hooping. I'm in school and shit,
for real?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So you play basketball? What position?
Shooting guard.
Shooting guard? Hell yeah.
I'm trying to show him. He don't believe me, right?
For real?
He don't believe me.
So did you go to school for basketball?
Nah, you talking about like college?
Yeah.
Nah. I went to UNT for film.
What made you go for film? Was it to kind of like?
Man, really, I didn't know what I wanted to go for, and I used to do a lot of like home videos and shit back in the day. Right. And I heard UNT had a good film program, honestly, and I was like, that seemed like something fun to like learn about. Right. And I heard they had a good program there. Yeah. So like there's a few schools that was trying to get me for basketball, but not like as big as I wanted to. Right. So like I ain't really want to go to like Ottawa, Kansas and be in the middle of nowhere. Ottawa, Kansas? Yeah, it was one school that was trying to get me.
My last guess was actually she was from Kansas. Yeah. And she was like nothing up there.
It's cold and it was like NAIA, it was like D3. Oh yeah. So I was like, do I really want that or do I want to go to like, I had a few homies that was going to UNC. And yeah, I was just like, I'd rather kind of go and do something new, which would be, film and then kind of like learning from that and not like be so heavily involved in like basketball on the daily. Right. That's kind of why I started feeling like I didn't love it as much, like love it enough to like want to put in all the extra hard hours and shit. Right. Your passion wasn't there no more. So. Yeah. So like best decision honestly I made.
No, I feel you because like I went to school for architecture. Ended up UTA. Okay. It didn't work out too well because of GPA issues. And then I went to college up in Plano for acting. And then like I took a film class and I was like, damn, I don't really like being in front of the camera. I like being behind the camera. Like the whole being a creative, like creating something as opposed to being just like a little piece of something, being the actor. That's where I was like, damn, I really like being behind the camera.
Right, you want to put it together.
Yeah. And then so like I had a little troupe or whatever. We make these little student short films and stuff. And that's where I kind of found my passion with like camera work. I didn't know anything of it. Like I'm just a creative in general. So I didn't know what hardware to get or anything. I was just like, let me shoot, let me put it together.
Figure it out later,
yeah. And then like I got accepted to UNT for film. But I ended up not going because I was like, damn, that's a big commitment right now. And I was getting older, like I'm 35 right now, so
it was a big commitment to
go back to
go
start over.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So I was like, that's when YouTube was starting to pop, and then I started to learn off of YouTube how to do stuff, and then just like progressively, it took me a long time to probably get as much knowledge as you have going to school, but I was able to get that knowledge from YouTube to be able to figure out how to use everything that I have. Right. So like I consider myself more on the camera side first because I make music too, and then music is kind of behind, but it's kind of like evening it out now. But like I do all my shit just to support my music, Yeah. Like I do all my film myself, all my photos myself, because like I can't pay for shit, right? So I might as well do it myself.
Honestly, a lot of stuff you should like. A lot of stuff, it's easier if you can do it yourself, because then, like you said, you don't have to pay it out, and then you have more like input in how it's done, and you have more of like
you understand how shit works.
Not only that, but like you can have more control of like your branding and how you want things to, you know what I mean, come out. Yeah. You know, so.
Yeah. How did you come up with your company name and
Nicely
your whole
Done?
idea? Yeah.
Shit,
how did it develop? Like,
so Nicely Done came from, the name came from, okay, I was playing AAU basketball one year and we had this coach. And when somebody come through with the finger roll, he'd be like, "Oh, nicely done."
Yeah, okay.
So I thought that was always in the back of my head. I was like, that's just tight to say.
Yeah.
And then I used to sell, like I used to do, before I was filming back in college, I'd make like graphic designs and shit for people. Like, you know, I was selling flyers and shit on the campus. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Make flyers for people, make cover art for people. That's how I met a lot of like early on artists in Dallas, like 2014, 2013 area. Yeah. Making, you know, flyers and cover art for them. So then I didn't know what to, you know, tag it as. So I'd put like a nicely done production or a nicely done, you know, some shit like that. So it
kind of just organically
Yeah, and then when I actually started picking up a camera and shooting shit, then yeah, I just started calling. I was like, man, that's a nicely done visual. You know what I mean? You just gotta.
It means something on multiple levels.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, that's dope. So that's how you got nicely done. How did you get Coach Tev?
I got Coach Tev from, man, I've been through
because I didn't know you had a basketball background. Yeah. So I was like cool with the sports and stuff, and then your video with the in the basketball court when you were arguing with the ref.
Oh yeah.
Like I was like, oh maybe he has some type of background with the coach.
Man, I got a lot of okay. So my pops is he's like known in Irving for like coaching and shit. Like he was running shit for like a 10-year span.
Damn.
And like we used to always have, you know, the kids, we go pick them up and shit. So like the whole coach lifestyle was just,
I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to the point we named our dog Coach. Rest in peace, Coach. Yeah. Yeah, we named him Coach. And man, how I dress sometimes, like I'd be in the sweats, you know, niggas used to say I dress like a JV coach and shit, you know, so. And then what really did it though, I was working at an after school care.
Yeah.
And when I was at UNT, and since we're not teachers, they'll call you Coach. So they'll call you like Coach Mia, Coach,
right?
You know, Bryson, Coach Tev, Coach Tevin, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And then yeah, bro, one day I was like, I was calling myself Tevin Jinx at the time, and it just no, was it Tevin Jinx? Yeah, it was Tevin Jinx. And it never hit. Jinx?
Yeah.
Jenkins. My last name is Jenkins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So my mind went to Pokemon.
I tried to
like
hype.
Jinx.
That's why I tried to hype, shorten it, and then put the X. You know, make it look. It was whack. But like I didn't know what else to put it. I was Tevin Lamar before that, but then Kendrick Lamar got popping, and he kind of, you know, saw my shine. You know?
Yeah.
So that's my middle name. Yeah. And I was like, shit, I can keep that, you know, because that's my middle name that I looked up and found out that that's his middle name too. So I was like, damn, okay.
So let's go back to your music real quick. How did you develop your flow, your style? Because I listen to you, like, my shit is completely, like, I can't do the shit that you do so seamlessly. Because, like, with me, my mind is like, go, go, go. Let me feel this shit. Let me feel the bar. But you're like, you're just riding the wave with your flows and shit. I'm just like, damn, your songs are longer than normal now, but it's so hypnotic where it kind of just like, you don't notice that it's long and you just sit through it and you listen to it. So like, how did you develop that?
I think maybe listening to a lot of different, I don't know, bro. Doing it for a minute.
Do you have any influences that kind of you emulated or anything?
Early on, I was trying to sound like Currency at one time. I tried to sound like Nas at one time. Yeah, I tried to sound like Method Man at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, until I kind of like expanded the types of rap or just music in general I was listening to. And then what really did it is I had my homies, one of my homies, Jay Luce, he came to UNT, so we started making music together. Yeah. And him and how his homies. Producer? No, he produces, but he mainly raps.
Okay.
And then when he came, then like, cause me and my homies at the time, we was on some like backpack rap, Wu-Tang, like that was our style.
Right.
And then my homie Jay Luce came when their style was more like all about the Benjamins, like more like player, like more like, you know what I'm saying, finding them pockets. So then like, I was like, damn, that's kind of tight. Like I ain't gotta be like rapidy all the time. Like I gotta find a balance and find pockets sometimes, you know, find flow. Yeah. So like, I really like, more than like these celebrity rappers, like they kind of influenced, I say they because it was him and my homie Will, they kind of influenced that like, that find the pocket, bro. So then I was able to use like my rapidity, like knowing how to like do metaphors, knowing how to have like, just how to rap good, and then influence, and then take that and mesh it with like knowing how to sound good,
right.
Knowing how to flow good. You know what I mean? So then, yeah, just kind of like meshed them two.
So who were your like top 3 heavy hitter influences growing up?
Growing up, Wayne.
Not necessarily like when you were rapping, but just like what got you into the genre. What got
Wayne,
you into
of course.
Music?
Wayne got me like
that's my top right there.
Wayne got me like really like picking together like punchlines and like saying like, yo,
what was the first song?
First Wayne song? Fireman, probably, that really did it. Like I used to read the lyrics like all the time.
You heard that Clear the Set off Guerrilla Warfare?
You talking about Wayne?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about like
he was Lil Wayne, yeah.
Like before Hot Boys type
No,
shit?
that was at Hot Boys time. I think it was with
I don't really listen to much Hot Boys Wayne. It was like right after that when I started.
Yeah, but the reason I say that, because like that's kind of what got me into like wanting to rap, because he had this part where he's like, something about like sweeping under the rug, and he goes in the mic, and that. At that time, that shit blew my mind. I was like, what? He's not just saying words. He's like making sound effects too. I was like, bro, that's like top tier shit. And he was like a little kid at that time. So when I heard that, like, I don't know, it got me hooked.
It's just style. You know,
having Wayne's just
having style and having like your delivery and how you choose to do it.
Yeah. So other than Lil Wayne, who else?
Other than Wayne. Let's see. I'm trying to think of eras. After that,
like 2000, early 2000 eras. Because that's kind of where I developed mine.
I didn't really listen to maybe Kanye, but I didn't really. He got me into like really listening to like projects.
Okay.
Late Registration, I think, was that got me like seeing like the flow like with skits and you know making a whole full body of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wayne, Kanye, and then after that probably. Currency. Yeah, like late high school, early college.
So what like do you prefer a certain era over others, or do you think some eras are trash, or do you not do you respect some eras more?
There's some trash eras.
Yeah.
I hate the era. I say it all the time. What is it? It's like right after the 2000s. From like 03 to like the dance and snap music. I hated that era.
That's right when I went to college. That's all on the radio all the time.
I don't listen to really none of that.
Yeah.
But the best.
Because it ain't got no replay value like right now.
Yeah, because it's like it's of the time. It's too much of the time.
Yeah.
There's some good shit that came out of that, you know, because like Kanye was, you know.
I was listening to Get Throwed the other day, and I was like watching Pimp C with his flip phone. But I was like, that shit's so dated.
Yeah.
But that song just goes so hard. So
there's some times when dated shit still like it still has a classic feel. Like you can still listen today. And some of it it's just other times. But other than that, I got two, probably like mid 90s and then like mixtape era.
Something like
no, not mixtape era, blog era. Blog rap era. So like early Dom, early Currency, Wiz, Mac.
Oh,
like that era.
Early 2010s.
Yeah, 2010 to like 2014.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that was, it may just because like of the time that I was in my life.
Right.
Because it's like
that was
college.
Era, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. That whole
that's like late
mixtapes.
Yeah, live mixtapes were still hot then. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Pat Ron? What's your what's your music influences and
definitely Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne? Top, hell yeah.
I mean,
You said to walk the earth. I'm not mad at that.
Hell yeah.
It's like, honestly, bro, I never seen a run like 07, you know, to whatever year, 2011.
Hell yeah. There's like it's almost damn near impossible to have heard every single Lil Wayne song. Because there's shit out there that, it's just like, where is this shit buried? And you hear it and it's like, nah, that's from like 07. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
At the time, trust me, I had them all though.
For real?
LimeWire, I had all. Nigga, you couldn't tell me.
What was that? You remember that song, Twista and Lil Wayne? I think it was Fire.
You talking about it from his album?
No, it was from some mixtape. I forgot what it was, but it was like
Twister and Lil Wayne.
Twista and Lil Wayne. If you haven't heard it,
maybe that's the one song I had.
That
Twista
shit,
and Lil Wayne?
That shit was fire, and that shit never got any radio play. Like I don't know where I downloaded. I just came across it. And I was like, yo, that's heavy right there. But okay, so like back to your because I'm really interested in your production, like your company and stuff. So like You said you own your own company. Do you have your own team? Is you self-man?
Yeah, no, so it's me and my homie Jonathan. We co-own it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been official since last November. Like as far as like on paper official.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've been doing it probably like last 2 years maybe.
Is there a reason why you decided to go with that route?
What you mean?
Like becoming independent and creating your own company as opposed to like commercial shit as far as
opposed to like
camera work?
Commercial shit, like getting
like working for companies and
oh no, I do that too.
Oh, you
like
do?
Okay. I work I have different kind of contractual gigs. Like right now I got a contractual gig with like this salon. That's kind of how I really got into like filming my own shit. Like fresh out of college I got this job working with this salon. And
what do you do for them?
I really work for the owner is really what I do. Like I do he'll have different random companies, but mainly like he runs the salon and I'll do like how-to videos, product videos, you know, just it helped me like learn how to like shoot interview type of styles and multi-camera type of things and light things correctly and mic people, you know what I mean? And
so do you think you got more knowledge from being on the job or more knowledge going to school?
School gave me like the technical. Yeah. But like
how to understand what you're doing.
Yeah, like I know why f-stops are like what it means when it's a f1.4 as opposed to 3.5. Like I know why. Yeah. But like that doesn't mean anything if I ain't do it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's all about light.
Yeah. It's kind of equal. It's kind of equal.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have really much hands-on at school. Like honestly, bro, I didn't need. I was at school for like 6 years. I didn't need but a semester maybe, and I could have learned all that I really needed to know from that. You know what I mean? They just stretch it out.
Because going in the field, like that's when you actually learn.
Yeah, that's how like having to do it every day. Yeah. And learn and fuck up and you know have some shit hella underexposed and you have to look up why. Then da 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 da. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You ever lose something on the card, like a card fuck up?
Yeah, I've lost hard drives.
Dog. That shit like hurts my heart.
I had to give people
so
money back
bad.
And shit. Like, I mean, that's how you know, man. Make sure y'all, you know, back your shit up like 3 times.
For real.
Which camera? Hey, back your shit up, man.
Yeah, you good.
It's gonna fuck up. Like I've learned, like your shit is gonna crash. It's gonna shit's gonna happen. So you gotta make sure.
I've had cars go out like on the job, and I'm just like, that shit is so stressful.
So what did you do? Fake shoot the rest? Like
nah, just like. Because it was photo shoots, you know? So it's like, they don't know what I've shot. They don't know what I haven't shot. Because at that time, like, I didn't show them pictures yet. So I was like...
Oh, so you still had another one which you could use and you just lost everything
just
before?
Turn it off, turn it back on, let that whole go. And then we were good. And then, like, it all worked out. So, but, like, if it was a video shoot, I would have been fucked for sure. Yeah. But, like, with photos, it's like, I can manipulate that situation. But, yeah. That's one of the hardest things to deal with dealing with technology, because it's like you buy it, you assume it's going to be efficient enough to be able to do what you need to do when you need to do it.
I hate that. I hate when technology don't technology.
Yeah, you know, that unreliable part is just like, bro. So, but yeah, all right, let's go back to music. So, when you decided that you wanted so you got Coach Tev, and you decided you want to go with this avenue. Are you going in unison with your video production, or are you like trying to focus more on one or the other? Are you trying to balance it, or
I'm trying to balance it?
Where's your passion lie that you feel between the two?
I think it sounds like a cop out, but I feel like both. Like I don't know if it's either one more than the other, because sometimes like I'll edit and I'll be shooting it for like 2 weeks and I haven't really rapped. And sometimes I don't really I get tired of editing shit and I just I get in the mode like, hey bro, let's lock in. Like, let's just rap for like 3 days. Like I'm not trying to do no video shit, and I end up doing video shit anyway. Yeah, man. Honestly, bro, I if I can, I'd do both.
For real?
Like I tour and rap and then take some time off and then like just focus on shooting films and shooting, you know, shit like that, and then not really worried about rapping as much.
So on your personal projects with film, is it all just music videos for yourself and clients, or are you like trying to make short films and
So I made a short film before.
Okay.
It was I had a project in 2018 called "I Fell in Love with My Mistress," and we pretty much shot we took 2 weeks and rented a whole bunch of equipment, and then out of those 14 days, we shot 10 days, and we shot 3 videos. We shot a short film for it and 2 music videos. So that was the time, bro. I hate how it came out. I ain't gonna say I hate it. We were watching it earlier.
What aspect of it did you hate?
I didn't light shit properly, so like the colors are kind of fucked up, and then that's the main thing that like drives me.
So when you think back to it, like what could you have done to remedy those issues?
I didn't use light at all.
Oh, you didn't use any light?
I would use light if we needed like color lights, like wanted to like make it look moody, have pinks and blues, then we would do that.
Yeah.
But like I didn't understand the aspect of I would just use like natural light for everything. And then
kind of limits like when you can shoot though, right?
Yeah, it limits how you could shoot. Like it didn't.
Yeah. Do you think you did that because of time constraints, or did you just?
I just didn't know any better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just didn't know any better. Didn't know how much went into like, filming. You just think you just need the cameras,
so
but you really gotta light
tell
shit.
people that don't know what goes into like a production. Because people think it's like you film, you edit, and then boom, it's like, nah.
Well, yeah, it's not that at all.
easy.
But it depends on like the budget too. Like,
true.
If it's just me and my homie and we got 2 cameras and 2 lights, then like that's what we got to use. But like, if you trying to like some of these things that like some of these music videos that you see from like some of your, I'm not gonna say like your favorite artists, but like a Smino or somebody that's not like super big, but like big enough to have like a little budget behind them. And you think it's just a little easy video, man, they got 15 people working on that video.
Yeah.
Because they got
coordination.
You got a cameraman, he got an assistant, you got the director, the assistant director, the producer, you got like 3 people working on the lights, you got
location
somebody
people.
you got somebody doing makeup. Like it can easily get up to 10, 15 people for like a small, low budget shoot, you know what I mean?
Right. And that's not including the equipment that you need to either get, rent, or have. So equipment gets pretty expensive.
Yeah, it gets expensive. Yeah, if you're doing the best bet is to rent.
Yeah. Is that what you do?
If I'm trying to do like a big production, I'm not gonna like buy a RE camera or my homie happens to have a Black Magic that we're gonna start using more often.
The Pocket?
He has the Ursa.
Oh shit.
I don't know. He got the big joint.
Whoa. Yeah.
But so we're gonna start putting use to that a little bit more. But like from when we did the short film in 2018. We rented all, like I had my Canons, that's what I normally just like shoot like my just day-to-day shit with. But for that, we used a Black Magic and we rented that and then rented like just different shit with it, like the stabilizer and
what do you edit on?
Premiere.
Premiere?
Yeah, I'm a Premiere guy.
On Mac? Yeah, okay. I just made the transition to Mac myself, so I'm kind of getting used to it.
So you just PC?
Yeah, for the longest time. But my PC that I've been using up till like last month was 7 years old. And I didn't realize how slow and how shitty it was till I got the Mac. Because I exported a 30-second video on the Mac. It was done like that. My old PC was like 10 minutes.
The Macs be going for years, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they don't really get viruses.
Yeah.
And they're just, personally, I think they're better. If like you do a lot of creative shit, it works so compatible with like creative programs and shit like that.
It's like, what do they call it?
The cloud? Adobe Cloud?
It's like something like that, how everything connects.
Yeah.
The infrastructure or
something
something
like AirPlay and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's clutch.
Yeah. All right, so what do you got going on right now with first your media company and then your rap career?
Media company, man, I got shit I'm need to edit right this second. So like we always working on something or have something planned. I got a few treatments I got to do by next week, and I got a few shoots coming up. Yeah, I mean, but we're also trying to make a transition to start shooting more like I don't want to say corporate, but just more less music videos.
Right.
Right. I want to kind of keep the music videos in house for like shit we're doing. But other than that, like I want to do more like mini doc or like interview type of content and or like a cooking show, shit like that.
So what's your mentality on the process of how to get there?
doing our like for example, we're gonna do a mock Jeep commercial. So pretty much finding ways to shoot it ourselves. If we can't get the clients to do it, then we'll shoot it ourselves some type of way. So then we have it in our portfolio, and then we can pitch it. You know? Really that simple.
So just go out and doing it, pretty much. That's
kind of how music videos came. I never really promoted heavy like, hey, we shoot music videos. It's just we started shooting our own and shooting some of the homies, and then people was like, oh shit.
Hell yeah.
Hey bro, can you do? I was like, okay, I guess we'll, you know.
Yeah. Do you do photos too?
Yeah, no. I don't really, not on some like, I don't do it for sale type shit. If I feel like doing them, but like, nah, I don't really spend a lot of time doing videos.
Being a primary filmmaker, how do you relate photography to film? As far as like framing, setting stuff up, getting the shot?
Bro, it's a whole nother skill set, honestly. Yeah. I think like there's similarities as far as like understanding, like you said, framing and but as far as like the equipment you need, it's like you need a flash, light for, not a flashlight, but like a light with a flash, for
off-camera flash.
Yeah, for photos, like, and it's just a whole different approach.
Yeah, I feel you. And that's why I'm a natural light shooter, so I don't have to deal with the off-camera flash and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so with your music, like how did you get your name out there? Like how did you get your career started?
Man, same way I got video started, doing it a lot.
Yeah.
Going out to what you call it, shows and meeting people. Like at first, a lot of the shit I was doing at the time was stuff at UNT, because that's, like I said, that's when I kind of started, like early college.
Right.
So I was
doing solo stuff.
No, like with the homies. Okay. Going to being in showcases and shit like that, just around UNT. Even some like local shows that they were having at party, house party shows. And then around like 2014, I started paying attention more to like the Dallas scene as a whole, and starting
outside of UNT.
Outside of UNT, yeah, because UNT's in Denton, north.
Right. It's like its own little.
Yeah, it's its own. Yeah, this is college town, so you staying in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like traveling, bro. I can't tell you, there's so many trips we done went from Denton to Dallas. Like it's like a 50-minute drive.
I know. Yeah.
Like it's nothing slight, but we used to go out there and do shows and just go to people's shows. Like I remember at the time, we used to go to a lot of like, I don't know if you know Debbie Stones. We used to go to a lot of him and Terrence shows and ADD and just kind of just like see ADD. Who we felt like was
you
popping.
You took me back for a second.
Yeah, ADD.
Okay, yeah.
Who we thought was making noise in Dallas and kind of like go see what they got going.
Right.
And meet people and then collabing, bro, and then just putting out a lot of shit. And
how did you feel? How was your experience for your very first performance?
I don't remember my first performance. Oh no, you remember it? I don't know,
you think you forgot because you performed so many times that it's kind of like been pushed back?
Just blend all in.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean I smoke a lot too, so yeah, I don't know.
Cause like for me, I just started performing like
I remember
not
some
too
of my
often,
first showcases, but I can't remember the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the very first one.
Do you guys get anxious or anything still before performances?
Yeah. But I love that shit. Like, because it gives you that adrenaline sometimes you need. Like,
because I watch
every time.
I haven't seen you perform yet, but like when I watch you perform, compared to other people, you're just like you're chill. So it's like, does this fool have butterflies? Does he get anxious?
Glad it don't seem like that.
Like you just chilling.
Once I get the mic and like the beats and the music's going, I'm good when I touch stage. It's really before.
Oh, okay. So,
that's like before like you overthinking like shit go wrong, just normal human shit. But then like once, I feel like I'm in my element,
All right, so a quick question for both y'all, like as a upcoming performer, how do you deal with mics that have cords and not tripping over that shit? Because I'm so afraid I'm going down.
You gotta kind of rap.
Hold it on the other side? Okay. Because I'm always like, fuck, I look down, it's like it's wrapped around my leg. I'm like, how'd that shit happen? Trying to remember my words and shit. So wireless mics, that's the way to go.
Wireless mics is definitely, because I feel like you can jump in the crowd a little bit, you can interact with people a little bit more.
So do you guys like engage with the crowd too? Like getting in there and stuff like that, like
yeah.
That's like a confidence level you gotta have to be able to.
Yeah, you gotta be, thinking people gonna fuck with you or been killing it. Like,
yeah,
you're gonna get humbled.
Do you gauge the crowd before you do that, or do you just do it?
Yeah, you kind of, I've been, you kind of gauge them throughout it. You know?
Because I still can't look at the crowd and see anyone. I just see like,
what, everybody in underwear?
Yeah, I'm not looking at anybody yet, because I can't connect yet.
Yeah, you gotta make that connection. Like, look right at them. Especially because you can tell certain people, like you can feed off of people's energy because some people you can tell is really, really into it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to feed off of your shit. Like, bro. I'm rapping like I'm to him.
Kind of focus on.
And everybody else kind of sees that and it just creates more of like a moment, when you like giving people that like, that eye to eye, personal, like, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Especially if I see you have your phone out, I'm going to go interact.
Yeah, let me rap on your camera. Nigga, put me on the story.
Let me boost your snap up.
Okay. That's some good tips for starting out performing and shit. Y'all gotta hear.
Yeah, rapping.
Somebody taking the time to record you,
Yeah.
As well.
Cause I've had a couple people record me, but like I'm so in my shit, like I don't even know. And then I watch myself. I'm like, bro, you're not even like in this shit. You're on stage, but you're not in this shit. So I'm like, that's why this type of stuff, for me as well as whoever's listening in my same situation, it's like invaluable information that I could use. Cause like, the only way you're really going to learn without anyone telling you is like going up and doing it. And then that increases your likelihood of like having to fuck up to learn. I'd rather not fuck up to learn. I'd rather like learn from people who have done it and shit. So yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that. So what do you guys got going on? Like you guys got a project together or a song together?
She came out today, bro. Whole project, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Shut up and rap. Yeah, that bitch had right now.
So give me a little background about the whole project. How it came about first, and then like just the whole process.
Would you want to take it? Would you?
Because both of y'all are single artists, right? Like solo artists and shit. Yeah. So how does it work like that?
So if I recall,
this nigga been ducking me for like a while.
I was getting challenged.
That's what it was.
I was getting challenged on the track, so I had to pull up. It's like, let's get the Airbnb. So
even before that, because we had them. We've been like hitting each other up, like trying to get some shit. And I sent him a few joints, and he picked like 2 of them out of it, and then wrote verses to them and recorded at his homies.
Songs that you had halfway finished, or just
just like I had my verse on it or something like that.
Okay.
I sent him a few of them. I can't remember which ones, but I know specifically from the tape. There's When in Rome was one, and Mercy. Those are the 2 that he like wrote to and recorded, with his homies and sent them back to me. I was like, oh yeah, bro. And we just got to talking like, bro, all we need is like 1 or 2 more, and we can put out a little 3-pack.
Hell yeah.
But we ended up with 6 of them, because we eventually got when was this, late February when we got the Airbnb? Yeah, I was like, bro, this year. Okay. We was just like, man, let's just, because we kept trying to like link and like try to finish, and we just never, times were different and shit.
So I was like, forced each other.
Last year, I was a little distracted.
Yeah. So I was like, let's just get a weekend.
Right.
And just get an Airbnb and just like, and we ain't
so
got
the whole time you're locked in, just like working and shit.
Yeah, it was just like 2 days.
You got 6 songs out of 2 days?
No. We already had 2 of them.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, that's work.
We got 4 done in that. Yeah. And we already, we got 4 of them done.
So what's the vibe of the project?
Man, I feel like it's confident rap, like that's why it's called Shut Up and Rap, like we ain't trying to hear all the hoorah, like niggas be complaining about this and that, niggas ain't listening to you, niggas, bro, like just shut. It kind of go back to the advice earlier about like how do you put yourself on, bro? Shut up and rap, like stop complaining.
Yeah.
Stop worrying about like the next man's past. Do the work, and that's not even just on some rap shit. That's just like in life.
Yeah.
Like you need to be too busy worried about what Joe Blow's doing and like why I'm not as hot as him, or you don't know his path, you don't know what took him to get there, bro. Shut up and do what you gotta do.
Yeah. And so I was gonna ask you, like, what is your opinion on people who always compare themselves to other people? Like
it's human nature, but like you don't let it get to the point where it's distracting you.
Right.
And it's distracting because some people would like sit on their own work, their music or whatever it is because they're too You know, you can't get better if you don't put the shit out.
Bro, I have some homeboys that will just sit on some shit because they want it quote unquote perfect.
Everybody, yeah, I know a lot of people like that.
Bro,
Perfectionists.
y'all wasting time. Like, you good, drop that shit and move on. Like,
you gotta leave it. You gotta leave it in the past because like you wait on it and then like I'm not even like that. You know, a lot of that.
Exactly, your whole shit has changed at that point. Then you might not even drop it at that point.
Then you tweaking it and you got demoitis and you feel like, man, I can't. Yeah, you psych yourself out.
Because like for me, like I don't know about you doing a lot of shit, but like I have a hard time sticking to one thing for a long time. Like if I do something, I'm done with it, I drop it and I go and I forget about that shit. Mm-hmm. So like this past year, I did like, I don't know, 30 something songs where I would just sit in my garage, find my beat, write the song, record it that night, make the cover art and drop it, and then fucking forget about that shit, move to the next one. And so like, my mentality, this comes from being a photographer, is like, I don't compare my shit or myself to anyone else. Mm-hmm. I just have to have an appreciation of what they can do because they can do what they do well. Mm-hmm. They might not be able to do what I can do as well as I do, but you know, it's just like, you have to be appreciative of what other people can do because then that gives you an opportunity to see what you can possibly explore as well.
Yeah, you definitely got to be a student.
It's like,
yeah, for sure.
You got to have colleagues instead of competition, I feel like. You know, competition is good between colleagues, but like when there's no community between it, then it's like...
It depends on the type of personality you are. Because like me, like I feed off the competition. Like, that's why I like working with him. Because like he's on some like, bro, I'm trying to out-rap you. Like, what you talking about? Like, I like that. I don't want somebody that, you know, oh man, I don't know, bro, my verse is okay. And like, come on, bro. Like,
I mean, if you have a feature, you got to come hard.
Yeah, bro, I would appreciate if the feature bodies me. He's not going to. Exactly. But I would appreciate it because then you leveling up the whole song.
Yeah, but that's just your respect for the person, your colleague and shit. Right, so that's why I feel like that's important. Like, have a competition and shit. It's nice because it pushes you as well.
Feeling like they body me on a song. So I'm gonna always try to bring my best.
You ever get a song or a feature back or something you feel like they did body you and you either like just leave it, or you be like, let me fuck something. Let me tweak something up real quick.
Honestly, I really don't feel like that, but there's a couple songs like I feel like damn, like did it get me? I feel like
I'm gonna be transparent on the. I told you when you sent me the Winning Rome verse back, I had to park the Jeep. I was like, this man snap, because he played with a theme that I was already going with, the whole like Rome theme, and like he played with it throughout the verse and just kind of like floated. I was like. Damn. But I wasn't on some like I'm about to go rework. I was like, I already know I did my thing.
Why I picked Mercy too, because I feel like Mercy and Rome, I don't know, the titles was just on some like real like royal.
Yeah, royal, you know, Renaissance type shit.
It's got some weight to it.
Yeah, so like I don't know, I was just picking off like this gonna be like some Watch the Throne type of you know, like, but in our own right type shit.
Yeah.
As far as just the way we presented it and like the marketing we did, like we didn't really do too much extra marketing. We just dropped the cover art and then dropped the tape. Like, shut up and rap. Like that was a theme, So
yeah. So what's the plan on the videos?
Videos done.
We got a video already done.
Yeah, we got one done.
Okay, to what song?
For self-titled. Yeah, for Shut Up and Rap.
Hell yeah.
And
any previews you can tell us about like what type of content we should be expecting, the visuals?
Well, honestly, bro, like, cause like how you was saying, it was on some like no marketing. Like we just gonna put it out there, feed the people that fuck with us. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like a super thought out rollout. So we doing it as we roll. Other than the Shut Up and Rap, cause we shot that one at the Airbnb.
Yeah, the video was capturing the Airbnb moment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So kind of like a BTS
you'll see how we, the space we created in.
That's dope.
And I do got some extra like just footage of just like us when we were working and recording that and working at Airbnb that I might put together for just give people some BTS footage of that that moment. But yeah, we plotting on one more video because I think we have an idea of like one or two of the songs that people really want to see a visual for.
Yeah.
So we might have to do that.
All right. So Pat Ron, why don't you tell the people about you said you dropped 2 projects last year.
Yep.
You want to speak on both or just one or?
I mean, I'll speak on both.
Yeah, just tell us a little bit about the projects, mindset and everything like that.
Okay, so The first project I dropped last year was called Trap Ron, and that was like the project that was most like inspired by like Wiz Khalifa 28 grams. I wanted it to be like my alternative like wavy trap shit. Like I didn't want it to sound like my typical smoke music, because I pretty much make smoke music. You know, shit you could smoke to, bob your head to, perform, you know, shit like that. But Trap Ron, I wanted it to be just a little different as far as like the beat selection. You know, I still wanted to bring the lyrical, you know, ability, but I wanted to like make songs and like just say whatever I wanted on the song and not really like think twice.
Did you have a theme that you had on these projects, or was it just like you made some songs and they kind of fit together?
I mean, the theme for Trap Ron was just more of the theme was getting off all my kind of aggressive raps.
Okay,
you know?
I got you.
I would say on wavy beats.
Right.
And then
contrast.
It was a lot of like police tension and like political shit going on around like when I dropped Trap Ron. So it kind of like got overshadowed, I feel, in a way, as far as like people not like nobody was in the headspace to like listen to flex music, you know.
Right.
So I was like,
it's kind of a heavy moment.
I'm tired of kind of promoting this album.
Yeah.
Let me make another album, kind of. Let me touch on, you know, what's going on right now,
right?
You know, in a way, not getting too preachy.
So Trap Ron was the beginning of the year.
Yeah, Trap Ron was the beginning of the year, and then I dropped Texture, which is like I dropped that in August, and so that was just like kind of my summary of everything that was going on up until August 2020.
Got you.
You feel me?
Got you.
And like both solo projects, no features, so it was just
hell yeah,
me just getting off just all the flows I felt like I needed to get off. I had a bunch of beats, so
what is y'all guys' processes from start to finish for a song? Like, where do you find your beats? How do you find your beats? What makes you decide I want that beat? How do you develop your flow, your rhyme scheme, your melodies on the beat? The theme of like what you want to rap about up until like that last stroke of the pen. Do y'all write?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Shoot, people send a lot of beats, and then I got a lot of homies who make beats that are cold at it. So, if I need a beat, like I just go through my file of beats that I got, or I'll hit up, if I got something specific, I got a few homies that I know I can hit at any time, be like, hey, let's make something like this, or I got a vibe like this, you know.
Got you.
But bro.
They stay around Dallas?
My main producer, like in-house, I guess, homies, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then shoot, the mic right there, bro, I record in the crib, you know.
Hell yeah.
So I record, you know, when I like recording at night.
Yeah.
So I'll just load up, and how I start, it depends on the type of beat it is. Like I might just start off writing, or I might freestyle a little bit so I can kind of get some flows going.
Do you start with the beat first, or do you, because some people write before. I don't know how people do that.
Right, without the beat?
Yeah.
I don't know how,
because I write schemes and shit. I'm like,
I can't do that.
Okay. I have in my lifetime wrote verses without a beat, like in class type shit. Like,
and then ended up like laying it on some shit?
Ended up laying it on some shit. But like,
did you have to tweak it?
Yeah, like certain little areas. But like for the most part, I need a beat.
Same. Is it? Do you guys go off of the feeling that the beat gives you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to ride every little, you know, square inch of, you know, the beat progression, chord progression. I'm trying to, you know, really put my cadence on that the best I can.
Cause he wants to start to rap, so I'm like kind of teaching him what I've been learning and stuff. And like when I find the beat, like I start with the melodies and try to find, like I won't freestyle, I'll just like make noises and shit to see where I can go. I'm trying to help him with that, cause I don't know, like listening to songs, the change of a flow sounds so dope if you do it right. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the process that I love doing, like finding the melody and then putting the words into it. Do y'all guys use any like, cause I use Rhyme Zone all the time. Do you guys use shit like that?
I try not to heavy. But if I'm really trying to stay with like this rhyme scheme or whatever, for whatever reason, because I feel like this is the pocket, I'm trying to stay right here, then I might. But I learned a long time ago, like not to force it by just trying to go on there and just like find rhymes, because then you be rhyming
rap like line by line, perfect.
Yeah,
that shit corny.
Yeah,
but like I use it sometimes because like, you know, like when you freestyle, you know, I've seen like people be on interviews and like they freestyle and like they hold up a word and they're like that helps you like freestyle more because it
gives you a
brings the word to your you know mind faster. So like I would look at Rhyme Zone, look at a bunch of words. I'm not gonna say, you know, the typical Ginobili, Cobley, you know,
right.
But like I'm gonna look at a bunch of words, okay, just to get it in my memory, you know. So
and I like good imagery and like raps that you can like see, you know. So like sometimes a word will like so like a word will like help paint a picture for me, and then I'll start telling the picture that I see with that, you know what I mean? Like continue the story off of that, you know? Not necessarily a story, but like, you know, just the imagery of like the setting I'm trying to draw or the mood, you know what I mean? So sometimes just seeing a word on Rhyme Zone or just anywhere, sometimes I just look around or I have some shit playing in the background so I can just get some random ideas start flowing through, you know, just because your brain's crazy, bro. Like
I get excited sometimes when I get it, like I find a 3-syllable word that'll fit dope and it's just like da-da-da-da. I'm just like, oh yeah, that was tight. But yeah, like writing, I always felt like, because I use Rhyme Zone fairly often, and I'm always like, damn, in the back of my head, are people gonna judge me for this and saying like I'm cheating and shit? But at this point, I'm like, when I hit 30 years old, I just stopped giving a fuck what people thought about anything I was doing. So like it also comes with like, you got to understand what you're saying, the words that you know and shit like that, so, to be able to make it flow and shit. But I think we're good on this interview. If we want to wrap up with like just pub you guys' your project, your individual stuff.
Shut Up and Rap out now.
Shut Up and Rap
services.
Hell yeah.
Coach Tev, Pat Ron.
Yeah, man. How this shit out, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Also, let me shoot some real quick. I'm gonna follow you around, and then we'll get some like just some BTS footage of you like just, oh yeah, this is where I record. Just sit down right here, blah blah. And shit like that.
Okay.
All right, so this is part of the show where we're gonna show you around like how the creative does his work and what he does. Luckily, we're minimalist right now, so it's gonna be quick. But go ahead.
It's been pretty quick, bro.
Yeah,
I don't really gotta
show us.
I ain't got a whole studio set up right now.
This is the studio right here.
This is where we, you know what I'm saying? This is where the magic goes down. You know, a lot of your favorite joints right here. Simple, you know. All you need is you get the mic, you know what I'm saying? You got the Mac interface, and we good, bro. We can make classics.
So that's all you need.
That's all you need, bro.
Right? Like, it's just the mic.
I can't mix, so I'll take it to one of my homies and have him mix it, you know, go in the actual studio and like get it.
Okay.
You know?
So
I'll just lay it down.
Tracks.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and I got good enough acoustics.
All right, so you sit right here in this chair.
You know what I'm saying? Get them the lights, you know. Pat Ron was hating on my, you know what I'm saying, on the phone lights, you know. Ah, there we go.
There we go.
You know, so I set the mood a little bit.
Hell yeah.
You know. When it's not, you know, daylight. Like I said, I like rapping at night. So
go ahead and sit down and like show us what it looks like. Yeah.
Okay, so bam. And usually I got, you know, a little cat running around and shit fucking me up, but
so is there a reason why you kind of like push
like in the corner?
Yeah.
I like being like kind of, maybe it's the booth feeling. I don't know. Like I feel like I'm not wide out in the open. Like I like feeling kind of like maybe it's the kid in me. You know, like when you want to put up tents and shit.
Yeah,
like
I'll close it out. It's almost comfortable, right? I got you.
Yeah. Man.
So why do you sit down to rap?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think I just started doing it when I got my mic. Then it was just easier, so I didn't have to rap.
Right.
Go back to, you know, so I can do this right here.
Cause I have my shit in my closet.
And like I said, a lot of my shit be like chill, so I don't really. But I know how to like, I'm comfortable enough with my voice that if I need to like have a high energy verse, I can just do that shit easy. You know what I'm saying? I can just hop right into it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Is there a reason why you don't mix and master your own stuff or mix your own stuff?
I just never cared to learn. Like, I'd rather pay somebody and know that's gonna be top quality. Yeah. You know, than like try to fuck with that learning curve.
You go with the same person every time?
Nah. I got two main dudes I use. One is Donnie Domino. Okay. And one is OZ.
And what? How come you switch? Are they different? Like how they do it?
Donnie's more like he's Well, OZ's an artist too. OZ makes beats and shit too. But like Donnie's more of a, he calls his place the dojo. So like he likes to, like it's a space like where you come in and talk and just about random shit sometime. And like he also is an artist himself, so he'll add shit on it, you know. Yeah. Like we have that relationship where I let him like, he might add a little harmony back here or help
himself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like sometimes I'll like do full projects with him because I want that whole like experience.
Yeah.
But OZ, like his sound is like always crisp. Like it's gonna slap. So and he does it hella quick.
Hell yeah.
Like he's real quick with his work.
Damn, that's
so
dope.
Yeah, it just depends. It depends on who I'm working with because sometimes they'll prefer like a OZ sound over a Donnie and so it just depends. But like for Pat Ron shit, like we worked with the homie AK. Okay. He mixed like 4 of the tracks, and then Donnie mixed 1 and OZ mixed 1.
Cool. All right, so that's been this little segment of this interview, seeing the space, seeing how Coach Tev can get greatness out of this little space right here. You don't need a lot to do a lot.
So no excuses. Yeah. That's the only thing niggas need to know.
No excuses.
You don't need to have no excuses,
bro. What do we say? Shut up and rap? Right?
Shut the fuck up and rap.
Shut the fuck up and rap.
That's the next version. Shut the fuck up and rap.
All right, so this has been another episode of Stop Scrollin TV with special guests Coach Tev and Pat Ron. Check us out on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that shit. We'll be back next time.
Yes, sir.